guys! So this weekend I went to Connecticut. I went because it was one of my cousin's 16th birthday and another one was having a graduation party from high school. Saturday we were going to do an escape room, and I told you I did one when I was in California, and I decided that I really wanted to do one again. So I told one of my cousins about it and she's like, oh well, we have one of those, and I was like, yes, we're doing it. Done. Unfortunately, it was pretty booked up, so I had to go at 10 o'clock on Saturday, so I went up the night before, Friday. And then we had the escape room. Now, we didn't win. A friend of mine looked it up and she told me that the success rate was 20%, maybe 15%. And seeing as I was going with an 11-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, and an 18-year-old, and then myself, I really had low expectations. The only thing that really threw me off was Morse code. Yeah, we had to know a little bit of Morse code, and I was just trying really, really hard not to do it. We basically put the Morse code off until the very last possible moment, and it was just... bad. We did succeed, except the Morse code had the answer to the last lock to this dresser, which then went into a different room, and we're like, shoot, we're never gonna finish this. So with that in mind, knowing that we weren't gonna finish it, I was like, let's just try to do as many as we possibly can. So basically in the second room, there was this thing on the wall that was electric powered, you know, whatever, and there was a clamp, so obviously you had to put a power source in there, and we're like, shoot, we have to figure it out. So after scrambling around for a little bit, I like followed the wire down, and it was on a pair of handcuffs on a chair, and I was like, oh, and that chair had locks on it, and I was like, oh no, like we have to open these locks to get that so we can hang it up there. And I was like, no, we don't have time for it, no, we're going. So I pick up the entire chair, bring it over to the wall, and it's clamped like pretty high up, and I like lift it, like just clamp it, I'll hold on to it. And we ran out of time right when we were doing that. I was like, well, you know, we tried. So the woman that was running it, she came in, she's like, oh, do you want me to show you the puzzles that you missed? And we're like, yeah, sure. And the worst feeling was when she goes over to the chair, picks up the handcuffs, and clamps them to the wall, and I was like, oh no. The handcuffs were not attached to the chair, and I picked that whole thing up. But the rest of the weekend was pretty good. I liked hanging out with my cousins. They had a puppy, and oh my god, that thing will pee and poop on everything you love. I mean, she didn't get any of my stuff, but every time you saw her, it's just like, it kind of blew my mind. I was like, how big is her bladder that she can pee so much? It was honestly ridiculous. Very cute, but also a reminder of why I'm a cat person. Fun fact, I am the most delicious human when it comes to mosquitoes. Like they just love me, and I don't know why. Do you see these bug bites? Do you see them? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one there, 5, 6. And that's just right here. And it was awful because everyone's like, oh my god, what happened? I'm like, I just went outside, guys, okay? This is why I don't go outside. Jeez. So that was my weekend, guys. See? 2 not one take Tuesdays in a row. We'll see how long this lasts. Actually... Oh, and surprise, guys, if you remember when I was in England, if you've watched me for that long, my roommate Laura's coming to visit. She will be here next Tuesday, so you'll probably see her. Okay, and on that note, I will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye!